being
Oh,
here.
can we talk about animal privacy?
Oh,
Animal
okay. I don't know.
privacy. We're talking about the rights of the people, right?
Yeah.
The rights of the people, the understanding of people, the perspective of the people, the rights of the people, the blah, blah, blah. Well, what about the animals? What about these people recording their private parts? How did this combo come up? I think we were in your kitchen or something like that. I don't remember. And you was just like, these animals, like, they'll be giving birth or whatever. And people just record. Yes, I was at your house when you mentioned it because you looked disgusted. And we were walking out the living room and I was cracking up. It was hilarious. It
Why
was
do we
like
have pictures
people
of
in birth.
animals in the middle
Huh?
of coitus? Why do we have pictures of animals that are like in the middle of giving birth? That's what it was. It was one of those memes. It was not a meme. It was just like a picture of like a deer in the middle of giving birth, and like the amniotic sac was halfway out of its
Yeah, and it
body, and it
was
was
so
like,
yellow. Ugh, I remember you sent it to me.
it was like, why do we have a picture of this? Why?
Dope dealer, rope bigger than your nigga. You gon' feel it when I hit you with the 1-2. Dope dealer, rope bigger than your nigga. You gon' feel it when I hit you with the dope dealer, rope. Feel it when I hit you with
Why?
To show people that might not see a deer, I guess. Okay, I'll play America, okay? And you'll play the person with the question. So, well, it's important that we have pictures like that so kids can understand that animals give birth just the same way we do, because they're going to ask, where did these deers come from? And it's just natural for them to know, and it's their birthright, especially as, being a person, okay, on this planet, this beautiful planet. Yeah, it's their business to know. Just like we
Um,
teach them about the whales and the lions, we have little zoos. We lock them up. We don't really say too much about that. But we have people come in and give us some money to help us continue to take care of these animals that we have all there just for you. So you and
yeah.
your children can have a wonderful time and learn about these animals that you might not see in real life. Because 9 times out of 10, you won't earn enough money to even go somewhere to see an animal that exotic.
First of all, that's so prehistoric, and it's so beyond. You can see any damn animal you want now. You can see it live if you want to, if they put drones or whatever. Why do we have animals sitting in zoos and circuses and aquariums when we don't need to? I could kind of understand it, like where people couldn't travel, people didn't have the internet, you had no way of seeing animals outside of being in front of an animal.
Yeah.
Nowadays we don't need to be keeping these animals in captivity in order to know what they look like, how they operate, blah blah blah. It's not necessary for us to be keeping these animals. I don't think we would appreciate it the other way around if there was a higher being keeping us um in captivity so that they can observe how we operate and how we fuck and how we, you know, give birth to our children. I don't think we fucking appreciate that. So that's why I say, like, I'm a bit pissed off
Um, what was I gonna say?
about
I used to be one of those people that say, well, you know what? As long as they have enough room, they're being cared for, blah blah
Who is
blah. They're probably rescued.
how much
And then I
space they need?
said, huh?
I said, who are we to say how much space they need?
Exactly, because if the world is my oyster, why we got Shamu locked up so he can't? There's no traveling. It's just that one place forever for the rest of your life.
Or Shamu.
And it may look big to us, but Shamu's like, I could use like
Like, this is a
another whole
corner.
ocean.
I'm swimming in a corner.
Yeah. Like
And
a
it's so
timeout, right? Like a forever timeout. All right, so my aunt stopped by to bring me some stuff. She tells me that they said now they're going to start sending drones to fly over the area and spray to kill the Rona.
wow.
That's the plan. Huh?
They're trying to make it okay, make us agree to let them spray us.
Yeah, but you
Because
don't have to agree.
everything is permission. They get permission for everything they do.
They don't need permission because we've made them. They're like our parents, right? They just
No, that's through a series of agreements that we make with them.
so.
It's the constant
You mean
that we're making
compliance?
through compliance, and we're actually begging and asking them to do certain things in response to things that they actually put in place themselves. So it's like we're asking them to solve a problem that they caused. I don't know. I just feel like the government just wants to test our obedience in every facet. Like, have you seen that challenge that they have all the little kids doing with the fruit snacks?
And I put this on grapes because I love grapes. I said to myself this morning, I was washing dishes, I said, Anne's just gonna talk about the kids, the obedience thing. I seen it.
Why are we I don't understand what the performance is for.
Because
putting your kid
for those
on camera,
who understand what it means.
Yeah, presenting how obedient they are. That's so weird to me. So weird to me.
What happens they're having fun.
Yeah, but for what reason? That's what it's like. People just have fun.
Right, but that's why I'm saying these videos, these little stuff, the average person thinks it's just a fun time, all of that, hot girl stuff. It's for those who understand what it really is. You know what I'm saying? It's all code. Not everyone's going to know that shit means something, but the people that are meant to understand, that's how they communicate. So, either we hop on a train because we know, or, we could be like them and just doing the challenges and woo.
I don't know. I just feel like a lot of this stuff, when it's repetitive like that, this is a lot of programming and a lot of manipulation trying to be had, and a lot of like rituals being presented. Like, we're doing these rituals and don't even know it. Like, we're performing these rituals, performing all of these experiments and
playing around.
Playing around, but it's all so serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's like, bro, all of this is just monitoring how we respond to things. So you're there to sit in your 1-year-old in front of a cup of fruit snacks and testing whether they go in that cup and get them fruit snacks. It's more than just the action of doing that. It's like you're presenting how much they are
obedient,
in control, how much you are in control of that kid. That's what you're showing. And it's like, for what purpose?
I imagine my kids doing it, and they just look at each other and be like, shh, all right, you take one. Okay, you take one. Shh, we won't say nothing. And I'm looking dumb on the video like, oh, good, you didn't eat any. So I play it back. Hold on a second. You know you can't do that. You know that's too loud. You cannot do that. Get down. Hello.
So now let's talk about entertainment. What has been entertaining you, or what would you like to invite people to talk to?
I don't watch dating shows. I don't much care for them at all. But there's a show called Too Hot to Handle. It's like eating Too Hot to Handle is like eating a bag of spicy, sweet chili Doritos. And that's all I can say. It was good. The whole basis of the show was you cannot have sex, no sexual contact, no petting, right? And it's this big old pool of money, and every time someone does something, they take a little bit of money out. So there was this one girl. It's called Too Hot to Handle. It's only on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. So anytime if they smash, then they lose.
And some people, they couldn't. It's like they couldn't help themselves, but you could tell they didn't care because they already have money. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So one of the people that kept spending a lot of money, her name was Francesca. So with a few things going on where I think it was like between two dudes. But there's one guy she really, really, really liked. So, she would break the rules because they really liked each other. Well, I think he's a dick. because he lied on her about kissing the first time. He said that she kissed him and he kissed her. That's what happened. And he didn't want to take the fall, but you know, they stuck together or whatever. Spent a lot of money. It got people angry. And then one thing that Francesca said that kind of threw me off. She's like, well, if you came here with no money, I think she said that wasn't her fault or something like that. And I was just like, wow, you don't care. And then you have one, huh?
That's the girl that was with the guy that had sex with the guy that told that they kissed.
Mm-hmm.
So she was saying, oh, if you were already poor, then that's not my fault. Just saying that to the guy.
Basically. But you could tell they were two, you can already tell what kind of couple that was. You can tell. So, but basically the whole point of the show was to try to make deeper connections with people. And some people didn't make connections. They didn't even say who they liked. They didn't talk to nobody. They kind of just grew, you know, I guess as a person on the show, or maybe they were just good enough to keep on the show. You know, they eliminate people, they bring people back, you know, stuff like, I don't think there was elimination, but it was something like that. It's a good show. Check it out. Watch it. All that woo woo woo. Like a bag of Doritos. Sweet chili.
Well, let's see. I like watching growing up hip hop. I only like watching I don't like the New York one, unfortunately. I like Irv Gotti. I wanted to support, but nah. I don't like the New York one as well. The one that's in Hollywood is popping. It's like, yeah, it's like a little rough. No, I don't know what is I don't like. I think it's the stars that's on it. It's the stars that's on it. Like, I'm not really attracted to none of the stars. You know, like,
as somebody from Brooklyn, the people they got on the show, honestly, I'm just like, not really people I want to really be chilling around like that. There's always something, you know what I mean? Too emotional.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like the stars that's on it they're just not attractive to me. Like, first of all, the people that's in New York should be, I don't know. I don't care about New York. I like the LA one. Yeah, I don't really care. They gotta get a better cast. But the one that's in LA is popping. They had this whole love triangle between Angela Simmons and Bow Wow and Lil Romeo. Yeah, they had it like set up like Lil Romeo and that Lil Romeo and Angela might get it together and they might like, you know, just get married and have kids. They made it look so cute. But then he came out and was like, oh, this nothing like that. When we're not recording, this chick don't even contact me. I can't hear from her until we're recording again. Then she's on my ass, blah, blah, blah.
It's about business.
Huh? Nah, he got his feelings hurt because he realized that she's not interested in him in that way, obviously. Otherwise, she would have, like, been on his jock like how she's on Bow Wow's jock. And she's sure.
She wasn't leading him on, right?
I would say she was just letting it be cute, like, you know what I mean, for mad long. So she really didn't want, she wasn't, like, she just never see him in that way. He never really presented himself in a way where it's attracted to her.
Yeah.
For some reason, he wasn't, like, it was always so casual, I guess. I don't really know. But she said that he never really made himself clear as to what he feels or what he wants or whatever the case is.
That's the problem I've had with people too. They don't express themselves, then their feelings get hurt.
Nah, yeah, okay. I'm not sure exactly. He did get his feelings hurt though. He's definitely got his feelings hurt behind it. And started talking about how he doesn't like how she carries herself on social media and stuff like that. And so that hurt her feelings. And she went to confront him. When he confronted her, he was all cool and stuff and acted like, oh, it's fine. We don't have to be friends, blah, blah, blah. So now they don't talk. And Bow Wow
that happened at the party, right?
Yeah, that happened at that little party. And he's such a weird guy. You see, he showed himself. People, when they feeling tight, they show themselves. So
he was cold.
Yeah, he went and not what he did. He went and told. First of all, he didn't tell the girl how he felt about her to her face. He called her sister to have a meeting with her sister to invite her, ask her to do something for him, like to do the party for him. Meanwhile, he also tells her everything that he hates about his sister. So now she has to hold that and take the job because she wants to get paid. She wants to do it, right? So she takes the job, but she also gets that laid on top of her. So now she's got to decide. She went and she decided to tell her sister what he said. And now by the time his party rolls around, because she still plans it, like they had that whole confrontation, and it's like, oh, it ends up being like kind of on her lap, and he's like, he constructed it that way, so it's like somebody else is taking the brunt of the thing. And I feel like that's so fucked up. Like, why did you involve the girl? You had no reason to. You could have kept it totally separate and talked to what's her name again? To Angela. You would have talked to Angela about it yourself. You know what I'm saying? Why put this middleman and do this whole show when your whole point is that, oh, the relationship is just for TV. So like, you just did all of that for what? Made
It's
yourself
fake.
You made yourself look stupid. I'm not gonna say what I was about to say, but you made yourself look dumb. You should have just walked away from it or whatever the case. Like you presenting yourself like you're walking away from it, but you just did it in such a weird way, like mad conniving way, like nah. So if I was Angela, I wouldn't fuck with you anyway, and I would be like, that's why I was staying away from your ass, because you're a weirdo.
Yep, and that's why there'd be a lot of misunderstandings that lead to like crazy stuff. Because people don't open their mouth, and then it's just this and that, and it's too much and too complicated. But I'm actually gonna watch a few episodes of the Hollywood one.
Yeah.
Because New York was just like, I felt like I was outside.
Boring. Because you got the old. I think the adults are too much in it. I think that's what it is. The grown-ups are too much in it, and they're not letting the kids' storylines unfold. They're controlling it too much. That's what's making it boring.
Being protective ass New York.
I wanted to know. I mean, look, that's what you have to do. You got to protect your kids, but it's like, if that's the case, it's not making good TV. That's just the facts. The way that they have it, it's not making good TV. You should have them more focused on their crafts and stuff, because you just still have them fighting. They're still doing all the bullshit, but it doesn't.
Pulling away.
It doesn't seem.
It's like going to an event, but doing something else other than what you were there to do. And that's just because other people were influencing, but they weren't really supposed to be coming anyway.
They should shake up the cast, though. I feel like all the people that are actually from New York should be in the New York one. Like, fucking Dame Dash is from New York. Like, Angela Dad is from New York. It's like in New York. That should be New York. They repping LA for whatever reason.
Because it's cool, and that's where the power is.
It's high end. That's why it's high end.
LA. And then Paris Hilton made LA look cooler. Who else made it look cooler than the Kardashians? And then just the hip hop lifestyle once they moved over there. Everything.
Hollywood made LA poppin'. Not after Paris Hilton didn't make it poppin'.
No, I know it was poppin', but I noticed after she came out, people started acting more like Cali people, like especially girls. I was seeing.
Clueless. Clueless came before her.
When did Clueless come out?
90s.
I might have seen it.
You never saw it?
I think I have. I was young. I was just staring at the screen.
Stacey Dash and
the white girl.
The white girl's name. But that's one of my favorite white girl actresses. She's bad. Her, what's it called? Drew Barrymore. Who else?
Oh yeah.
Liv Tyler, bad bitch.
Liv Tyler. I think I know who you're talking about. Liv. You don't mean Elizabeth.
That's Steven Tyler, the guy from Aerosmith's daughter.
I'm looking right now. Oh, there we go. Yes. Okay. I didn't know that was his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, hey Siri. What's the white lady's name from the movie Clueless?
I'm sorry. I don't have that information.
Hey Siri. What is the name of the? Give me the cast list from Clueless.
Clueless features Alicia Silverstone, Stacey Dash.
Thank you,
Brittany.
Alicia Silverstone.
And Stacey Dash low key was one too, but she was like black community bad bitch, you know?
Exactly. Renee.
Renee Zellweger, nah.
Nah.
She
She was
what, you know who was cute? What's her name? The girl. She was
Legally Blonde. She's in that show you watch with
Oh, you talk about Renee.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
The same. You know who I'm talking about.
Renee, no, I keep trying to say Zellweger.
I know. Renee keeps popping up. That's how bad she wants to be on this list. What is this woman's name? And why is that cloud so damn low? Now, some of these clouds are like right next to the buildings. What is her name? Oh, crap. Hey, Siri. Who's the actress from the movie Legally Blonde?
Witherspoon.
Which one? I found 2 movies.
Renee Witherspoon.
Legally Blonde.
Who?
Renee
Legally
Witherspoon.
Blonde features Reese Witherspoon.
Reese.
Luke Wilson.
Oh, Reese. Oh,
others.
shit.
Yeah. Selma Blair.
Sorry, Reese. She ran for a while she was in music videos and everything.
All of that. Just dashing and dipping.
Praised
Oh, wait, she's related to Dame Dash, right?
Yeah, she's Dame Dash's cousin.
Right. They have the family name. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be surprised with some families, they got the exact same name. I think I just get used to the idea that a lot of people be having different last names in their family.
Yeah.
Even when they're cousins. Dash. Okay. They're close cousins then.
Like he said, he was embarrassed of her. But it's like all of you suck up to the white community. Like he really like thinks like white and light skinned people look better than black people, than black women.
Yeah.
Because that's all he praises. Is all he praises.
Well, those are the women they leave their wives for. Because that's what they really want. Once I got the money,
I don't know what do they want it for though? It's the status.
Because they just feel it's more attractive. I have these conversations with Negroes all the time. I hear it on a bus. It just looks better to them. It's just that that's just what they say. I keep trying to get a deeper explanation, but that's just what they say.
That's what I'm trying to say is like what is the actual program behind that? Because it's like a person's skin, what they have on their body doesn't, even what they wearing doesn't dictate the person. So how can you say, oh, that's what it looks like, that's what I want next to me? Like that makes no sense. You must be attracted to whatever comes with that packaging. It's the packaging that you're attracted to, not the thing that's inside. So you could have a whole packaging of how you like it, but inside it could be just a shithole person.
Oh, teacher, I got an answer. Okay, so do you remember that documentary, Dark Skin Girls? There was, there was a guy in there, he was saying it's about walking around with the girl, you know what I mean? And one girl, what she was saying was what she noticed about it was when you were darker skin, the guys, they wouldn't really have you around too much. You know, they'll date you, but won't really have you out. But then the whole time they'll be with someone else who's lighter and taking her to the movies and stuff like that. So I think that's a bit of an explanation.
No, I feel like that's a bunch of bullshit. And it's like, I didn't experience this until like after like the 2000s. I feel like this is something that is new. It was not like this when I was a teenager. The most it was like light-skinned niggas like dark-skinned girls, and that was it. You know what I mean? It's like not, oh, nobody likes you. It was never that. ever. Never was like that.
It's too heavy. And then it's like you can't argue with people. Like I've had the conversation when they're just like, I don't know, I just can't help it. It's just.
I know exactly what it is. It's something that's been trained. You've been trained for that. To be dazzled by the outside exterior of people, but it's like, bro, there's a lot of white people or people even light skinned that don't have your complexion that be dazzled by the brownness. So.
Yeah. But he don't see his beauty. So how can he see the beauty in someone that looks like him?
All right, so going to play the trailer from the 1980 version. They've just made a new version in 2020.
And upon reaching computer lessons after 6 more years in a final conditioning school, each happy, healthy individual will go forth to take up his or her predestined place.
Everyone has a ranking.
Dedicated to ensuring the continuing perfection of unity.
Are those dolls?
Stability.
Everything's there you could want. And anything you want, you can have. Anything.
Because Ray is the nicest.
How lucky to be a Delta and get to live.
What do you think, Claire?
All right, just so I can understand. So people were, going to sleep and then waking up later? Or was this a reality where you can live however you want based on programming?
You can't live however you want. You live however you were born into it. So if you were born an alpha, you get to live the more privileged life of an alpha, more intelligent. You get to hold office and things. Not hold office, but like, because they didn't have, I don't think they had the same kind of structure of the society as us, but you get to do the high-end things.
Yeah.
And if you're, because it goes in the Greek alphabet: alpha, beta, theta, delta.
Yeah.
I think the lowest ranking is like ellipsian or whatever E is. And in the lowest ranking, you're just like shoveling coal all day.
Oh gosh.
And then outside of that, so you don't have to live in that structure of society. But if you live outside of it, you're like a caveman, like how they were showing, like, you have to be in nature, basically. You have to be like just a wilderness person.
That's what I keep seeing in my mind. I keep thinking of that movie with Justin Timberlake when they had the time on their wrist and they lived in different sectors depending on their level of wealth. It also reminds me of what's the movie with the hummingbird? What's it called? The one with it's Hunger Games. And yeah, movies like that where the rich are inside, they're excluded somewhere else, and just like Black Mirror, the rich are just elsewhere, and everyone else is just fend for yourself. Good luck with your berries.
They always want to try to make the world be. I don't know why. It's because some people that work hard, they think that other people should suffer from not working hard. I think that's what it is. They believe that people that don't work hard should suffer from the fact that they don't work hard. But it's like working hard and working smart. A lot of people are very rich from working smart and not working hard. So it's like,
yeah.
I guess if you're not either willing or able to work your ass off and just be dog tired and work 3 jobs and stuff, you don't deserve to be rich and away from everything.
Yeah. But
typically people that work that hard aren't away from everything. They still live a struggle life because it's a struggle way of making money, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're still going to be in the trenches with everyone else.
As for the trailer, I just needed you to explain that to me, but it's still telling what it is now. It is what you make it. Do you ever think somebody could
in that environment, that particular environment, you don't really have control? That's what they're trying to say. Like your mind is so controlled by the drug, because they have a drug there called Soma. You heard them talking about Soma?
Yeah, there's different types of drugs.
Yeah, that's like the society's drug that keeps everybody calm, keeps everybody copacetic, and keeps
no
everybody
murder.
walking their line, and not and like you're so calm, you're so relaxed that like everything is okay for you, you know?
Oh, Future said it. He said the world on drugs. I was talking to someone yesterday, and I was like, do you think that everybody can say for the situation that's really based on what they make of their options? You know what I mean? Like, let's say you're down and out, you have absolutely nothing, you're a veteran, you're broke as fuck. You know what I mean? How do you turn? I think you really have to use your mind and creativity to pull yourself out
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
And it's his argument. He was a white male. His argument was like, some people just don't have those circumstances and whatnot. But I think even when you don't have the circumstances, when you come up and you say something or you do something and you choose to be that somebody instead of saying, I wish somebody, that's when the change comes and that's when the reality is made.
Yeah.
You gotta
make the choice, you gotta make those decisions, and you gotta make those actions that create different circumstances for yourself. Is if you keep continuing certain patterns that have only yielded more like distress for you, or like poverty cycles, and ended up like, you know, not relying on your own self, then you're gonna be in that position.
Yeah.
You're gonna find yourself in that position.
You gotta train your mind and pull yourself out.
Yeah. But I think us as a people, we have that idea of creativity, using your creativity. I think that's embedded in like our society, kind of, because it's always been shown as a way out. Always been a way out.
Okay. So should I share my favorite movie?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So recently, I needed to watch a Happy Madison movie, something from Adam Sandler, David Spade, all those guys. So I just watched a movie called it's called The Wrong Missy. So should I can you pull the trailer up real quick?
Yeah.
Or should I just explain? Actually, I could just explain it too. So basically, this guy goes on a business trip. He invites this woman that he ran into. She looks like a supermodel. But he accidentally texts the wrong girl. And from that moment on, the girl meets with him on the plane. It's too late to turn her away or whatever. This girl is absolutely out of control, hilarious, does what she wants. And it's funny. And it's shameless as well. Very shameless. So it's called The Wrong Missy.
Happy Madison?
Yes, it's The Wrong Missy. It's a Happy Madison production. So put in The Wrong Missy.
The Wrong Missy?
Yeah.
That's really new?
Yeah. And I was posting little clips of it up on my Instagram. You can see it at Cleo Badashian. So funny. So funny. And then people were responding. They were like, yeah, this is my favorite movie. Hilarious.
She is not who I thought she was. She's free. She's fun. I'm a little crazy too. Really? I'm not letting you jump.
Oh! Oh! Oh, shit.
You know how painful that'd be if she wasn't so drunk?
Yeah, she thinks.
They did the title so classic Hollywood date comedy.
Oh, that slapstick looks very familiar. It looks very Wayne's Brothers-ish.
Uh-huh. It was so funny though. The woman was so funny. Hilarious. Mm-hmm. It was just inappropriate. It was something you really expect from Happy Madison. It was perfect. But I give that movie a 10. It was funny. It was really funny.
You know who I find funny? The guy there from Hangover, the Chinese guy.
Oh yeah. Dr. Forgot his name.
Dr. Kim.
Yes, Dr. Kim. He's an actor and a
He said he
doctor.
was a doctor in real life.
I love that. That's fantastic.
That's funny.
That's so cool.
And he had his own show called Dr. Kim.
You know what's crazy? He's a I guess you call it an enigma, you know, because Asian parents are usually like, you have to be doctor. Fuck acting. Acting no good. He's doing both. He's doing both.
Yeah, but he had to make sure he locked down that fingerprint so he didn't get disinherited.
Yeah.
He better make sure he becomes a doctor first.
Shit. They don't want you just sitting there ain't being shit. You gotta be somebody getting on this, Nick.
Gotta be somebody if you wanna go somewhere. Well, it's been quite an episode, guys. We've talked about everything under the sun regarding this thing called the Roni and mask on, fucking mask off. You know, are we gonna wear these masks and how long? That's the question.
And
We're gonna wear them, but for how long?
Yeah. Until they say. That's how that go.
They say
with the mask, then we
it's
can
all
take off.
about compliance. It's all about being obedient.
Good sheep. Don't
Anyway.
bag too loud. Don't get your wool all over the place. Just sit down and be quiet.
You guys watch that movie Brave New World? Happens to be a new movie out since you guys don't really like watching old throwbacks. Well, some of you do. Some of you are my movie buffs, but others of you want to watch something new. So you have both tastes accounted for. So go ahead and check out Brave New World. Check out The Wrong, what's her name? The Wrong Missy.
The Wrong Missy, yep. Super funny.
Yes. And have a really great rest of the month. And we will catch you back sometime next month. Have a great one.
Love you.
Lena Creative.
Cleopatra Dashian.
Signing out.
Later.